Hey everyone, it's Miss Shaz Jones, and thank you for joining me. I've got my latest book in my hand. As you can see, it's not for sale yet. This is just an author's copy because I've been making final edits in it, and in particular on the reflection questions and the action steps. Don't know if you can see that all in there. Um, but I just wanted to know from you, what sort of things do you think are stopping you from speaking at your peak? Whether that's presenting at an annual general meeting or a sales presentation or work presentation or comedy. I love stand up comedy. Or if it's speaking to a group of business people, like a Rotary meeting or an author's like book signing, anywhere that you're speaking and you want to speak at your peak. In other words, you want to be a high performing speaker. I used to have a boss when I worked at the ABC, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, and he would, whenever he was sending what he called a communication with consequence, if he was asking for more budget or asking for a consequential decision, he'd always ask me to read his draft and edit it for him, because I really like those situations where there's consequences to your speaking, where you can affect change, where you can create results for people, where you can change people's lives, where you can inspire them. And, whether you're looking for some tips about speech writing or about presenting or just some inspiration or motivation to get back on the horse. Some people used to speak a while ago and have sort of gotten out of the habit of doing it. Maybe you've been doing a lot of Zoom or Teams meetings, but you haven't been doing much in person presenting lately. I just want to encourage you to get in touch with me and let me know what's stopping you. What barriers are you facing? What kind of thoughts are you having that might be preventing you from performing at your peak when you're speaking? Because I'd love to address them in my new book. And as you can see, it's pretty much finished. I just want to polish it now and make it as relevant to you as it possibly can be. Someone the other day said they wanted to know about crisis communication for corporates. And so I was like, oh yeah, I've done that. I could give you a few tips on that. So I put some of that in there. Some people wanted to know about confidence and some practical tips on how to prepare before you take the stage. So I really want to uncover what would help you perform at your best when you're speaking. Speaking is really powerful. For thousands of years, the way that humanity has progressed and the ideas have spread has been by speaking. Yes, there's a written word, but often it's someone taking those writings and speaking them into existence. If you look at the Bible right from the start, God's speaking. That's how he's achieving things. He calls it work, saying, let there be light. His creative process is about speaking. And so I want to help you to do the godlike creative process of speaking and do it really well, because your message matters. You have a message that no one else in the world has. You have experienced things and have a point of view that is unique to you. And the world is listening right now. If you look at the stats for things like YouTube, my goodness, people are consuming so much content. And that's why I'm doing a live right now, because people want to hear from me. They want to hear from you. They want to consume content. And if you've got a message and the world is listening, let's do it well, right? Let's make that message unforgettable. Let's make it enjoyable. Let's make it entertaining. So get in touch with me today and help me make Speak at Your Peak my best book ever. Thanks.